Welcome back to Sekiro. Papers falling all around me. Why? These books seem very easy to physics. I'm not sure this has any impact on the game, but you can definitely make things fly all over the place for no real reason. I shudder to think what would happen if I actually used a weapon to attack them. Let's go outside. Let's leave the Moonview Tower, where the guards still do not realize that the divine air... Oh, hey, you can lock on, like in Souls. Anyway, they don't realize the kid's getting rescued. Right, right button, attack. Right button with broken posture, death blow. So these are the basics of the combat system. It's all based on sword fighting. You don't get a bunch of weapons like in previous From Software games. You get one weapon with many different capabilities and moves. And posture is a new thing. You need to get someone into a killable state and then you can just kill them. For example, if they don't know you're there, you can just kill them. Dead. This guy knows I'm here, so I have to actually hit him. At which point, I can just kill him. These are, of course, tutorial enemies. What do we got next? You might notice I'm not very surprised by the posture system. I have, of course, played through the first few minutes of the game already, when I was setting up recording and Let's Playing and so on. For the most part, this is a blind Let's Play. I don't really know what's coming, but I am familiar with how to swing a sword. Deflection. This is not quite the same as parrying in Dark Souls. It's obviously not the same as parrying in Bloodborne, so do that with a gun. But deflection in Sekiro is a thing of its own. It's like parry. Oh. So parrying someone, while deflecting, it does posture damage. So I was able to death blow that guy once I successfully parried his attack, which I did on the second hit. There's a couple more enemies. Let's try more deflections. Yes, I already know about lock-on, but thank you. I don't know to what extent you have to be locked on to do these moves. Well, that's no good. Okay. So I'm going to try blocking this guy. Oh. I think I already learned about quick items, but thank you. So you can block sword blows with your own sword. But you might have noticed, well, if he hits me again, I'm taking posture damage as he does so. Since there's no stamina in this game, enemies can just keep attacking you, and they will eventually break your posture if you keep blocking. However, you can do the same thing to them. So let's try... I'm still figuring out deflection timing here. Because I already used my gourd earlier, so I can't heal. I'm still figuring out deflection timing, but it seems to me... Stealth. That the right moment to deflect, it basically takes a moment to bring your sword up. So you want to do it as someone's attack on you is beginning, like when they have begun swinging their sword or equivalent. Yeah, that's the deflect timing. I really have to, So in this game, you need to focus. The combat can be quite difficult. If I concentrate on it, I do a lot better than when I don't. So I might sometimes go quiet during fights. We'll see, maybe I'll get more used to it. So having stuck around behind these guys, they're unaware of me. I'm still in stealth mode. I could try and backstab that guy. Or in fact, I think I can just jump on him. Oh yeah. See, he went red, meaning death blowable. You're being got. Right. We still need to get... So there's the bridge. We need to get to the other side, pass under the bridge, looking for a secret way out of the castle. I think I see something in the far distance there. I've got no binoculars or whatever, but... In fact, can I look out on this? I can. This doesn't seem super safe, but I'm here. Yeah, over there it is, a doorway. I see the red light just above Wolf's top knot. That, I think, is the secret passage I want to reach. So I can pretty clearly get there by going out around here. So That's my destination. Counter slash. So this is tricky. This is not like a Dark Souls riposte. This is when you have just deflected someone, you can do a counter slash, and if you hit, it will do a lot of extra posture damage. On top of the posture damage, the deflect itself did. But it's not a special move. It is basically an ordinary attack done in the right circumstances, which changes the results of that attack. So you have to be in a position to make an attack. Like that. That was a counter slash. Just learning this guy's moves, blocking for a moment to do so. Whoa, oh, I didn't learn it fully. I think I'll use a pellet here. So I'm on the verge of death. That was an imperfect deflect. Because deflect and block are the same button. I'll talk about that more in a sec. Death blow. But it's not enough. So what I was saying earlier, because deflect and block are the same button, you can kind of deflect into a block. If you deflect too early and hold down the button, you'll begin blocking. It's effective, but remember you take posture damage when blocking, so you can't do it much. That was a sequence of correct deflects. The imperfect ones that did in the first phase of the fight were sort of partially deflects where the timing wasn't right, but it was good enough, mostly, to block his attacks. In the second phase of the fight, I actually deflected with the correct timings and followed each one up with a counter slash, causing death. What a big man. It's a leader, Shinigori, someone, Yamauchi? If all of Lord Genichiro's warriors are this physical size, no wonder he's achieving whatever kind of conquest or takeover he's been carrying out. What's this? Fistful of ash. Oh, that's interesting. In Ashina, the hearth runs thick with ash. That doesn't quite make sense, but whatever. So I like that. The combat system is all about sword duels. What's the term? I forget the Japanese word for like sword fighting. Kendo? Ken, I think, is sword. Anyway, it's all about sword fighting. Whatever you call it. Whoop. Whoop. Grab. There you go. I think I could have done that on the first grab. Let's just practice this for a moment. Anyway. So, you only get a sword. It's a good sword. Kusabi Maru. But you get all these tools for sword combat specifically. Ah, you can grab it. There's very forgiving timing on those grabs. I feel like... yeah, your jumps are actually rather good. So yeah, this is not a game where you have to be sprinting and then press the jump button while holding that same button down and so on. Jumping in Souls is fraught. Eavesdrop opportunity. Oh, there's an eavesdrop opportunity. I made that up. Secret passage. It's guarded. I noticed something over on the right hand side of the screen there. What is that? Is that a person? Oh, what's the alternative? It's an enemy. What the hell? Oh no. No, I'm no closer to an answer. It's some kind of horrid man thing with clogs on its feet. Those are cool. And a basket hat thing that it was sort of using to disguise itself. Huh. Well, this is a fantasy game after all. Unless Japan just has those things. Maybe they died out in modern times. The corners of the screen are red right now. I don't know if that's because I'm wall hanging. It was because I was wall hanging, right? I thought it might also have been because Wolf is on low hit points. More pellets. I could consume some of these, but there's no real need to right now. If you are playing well enough, which is rather difficult to do while commentating on the game, by the way. There's an area down there. Some sort of lizard. Yeah, there's an enemy. Anyway, if you're playing well enough, you won't actually take damage in a fight, generally. But it's not always easy to pull off, so still. What the? Some kind of four-armed Buddha. Six-armed? Oh yeah, okay, that's creepy. It's like an insect Buddha. I don't like it. So I could go down here, but it looks like that's just where you'd be if you fell off the bridge, basically. There's this door. This is the escape route. Alright, let's get out of this place. Enough tutorial. Kuro. I wonder how he's going to make it here, his way here. I guess I killed the enemies in between us. The child is clearly not used to scrambling over rocks. Let's go, tiny little lord. To run from the fated bloodline. Is this is that the Ashina family he's talking about? Or, so they've got plenty of blood on Wolf here. Most of it is not his own. Hello?
この城を出ていずこへ参ろうか。まずはアシナの国を離れるか。あるいはどこかに身を隠すか。そなたはどう思う？御意のままに。御意か。そなたは変わらぬな。いや、懐かしいと思うてな。さあ、参ろう。
The Shinobi Wolf does not seem to have a lot of opinions of his own, or whatever he's thinking. He doesn't want to give advice to the noble boy. And that means, of course, that guy has to try and strategize for the pair of them in this escape. It seems like a heavy responsibility. Ooh. Now this is pretty. A field of wheat, maybe? Cool. Nice moon. Nice something. Mountain, I guess. Oh, what is that? These are rocks. That doesn't look like a rock. It looks like a scarecrow or something. Oh, there's... I just noticed the weapons stuck into the ground all about. Genichiro Dono. Dono warrior, I think? Kind of cocking the sword there, like you would with a gun. Run, Kuro. Oh boy. Okay, I guess Genichiro is a bad guy, as theorized. I'm gonna use a pillar now. The hell is that on his back? A bow? It's enormous. Right, let's Genichiro Ashina. Whoa, he knocked me down there. I tried to deflect, it didn't work. I'll try it again though. Ow. He does have posture. What's that red thing? Ow. Oh. Sekiro.
忍びとてこの程度か。ミコはもらっていくぞ。
Oh dear. What? Some kind of... Oh, it's a mask, right. A guy with a cloak of bird feathers. So that is Lord Genichiro. He's better at sword fighting than I am. What a hairy man. He's just lying under some kind of reed matting. That can't be comfortable. On a wooden floor. Seems to be alive though. That's good. Whoa. It's made of like bone and rope. Korewa.
目覚めたようじゃな。どうやらまだ日の定めではないと見える。
Huh. So, here we have the explanation, I guess, of the title. A shinobi prosthetic. Some kind of ninja technology passed down by the sculptor. Stained thick with blood and oil. Well, it seems to fit well enough. We'll see what it's like to sword fight with one arm. He's still got his right arm, so that's helpful. I can't help but notice this place is very creepy. Like, you know, you got these things, the statuettes. It's a lot of them, and they don't look very good. Hello. He must carve the Buddha, so that's what all these things are attempts at. Look, some of them have like missing heads, and the actual shrine is empty, and they're all kind of watching. I don't know. I think he's done a little too much carving. Wolf is very taciturn, though. Taciturn? However you say that word. This whole thing really reminds me of like a Toshiro Mifune movie, or Baby Card or something. So, what is this arm thing?
そいつは忍び義手。石腕の狼にはおあつらい向きの牙じゃろうて。仏を掘るには無用だ。
Oh, look at that! He's missing his own arm, his left arm.
そいつはただ失った腕を補うもんじゃない。
So is this guy a former shinobi himself?
見つけたらわしのところに持ってくるがいい。
Soka.
差しがいいな。任務を持ってきたら忍び義手に仕込んでやる。そうすりゃその義手のありがたみがわかるじゃろうさ。
Look, I already appreciate it compared to not having an arm.
喋りすぎたな。いいな。
So he gave up his own prosthetic. That's a nice dish, although possibly he did it for crazy reasons. Let's just clarify the situation.
拾ったのよ。屍かどうかもわからぬもの。野良犬に食わせてやることもない。どれほど俺は眠っていた。お前さんを拾ってからずいぶん経つ
some time.
そうか。
So Genichiro may have got away.
主の
Oh,
主はまだ生きておるぞ。アシナの城で囚われとなっている。
I have a goal.
だが、すぐ
They
にも
what?
その血を利用されちまうだろう。お前さんを見れば、その価値は十分にあろうというものじゃ。
Okay, what? Okay, so I'm feeling fairly kindly towards this guy. Like he's providing helpful information. He saved Wolf's life, clearly. Gave him a prosthetic arm, etc. He's weird, but not a bad person. However, what the hell is this about making use of Kuro's bloodline?
巫女様の血が利用されるとはどういうこと
I guess this is a From Software game after all.
詳しいことなど知らん。ただ、流院、そう呼ばれる特別な血があるという。主の主はそれを持っておる。
それゆえ巫女様は
付け狙われる。お前さんの体が妙なことになっておるのもそのせいかもしれんな。
Huh. So what strange things happening to Wolf's body is he talking about? Peculiar visitors.
寺を出て右手の広場にもそうした者が一人おる。妙なことになっておる者同士気が合うかもしれんな。
Cool, I've been recommended a friend. Well, I kind of want to get out of this place. Obviously I have to get to Ashina Castle. But I do want to know, what does he mean about things happening to Wolf's body? I did notice one odd thing about him. If I can get the light here. The side of right side of his head, you can't really see it under the blood, but the silver of his hair seems to kind of crept into his skin. And that wasn't there when he was younger. I wonder. Well, who knows? What's this thing?
その優しい顔の仏様はわしのおったもんじゃねえ。誠の武士が
The true sculptor.
人は己の内にあるものと向き合う。
It's so cryptic. When a man must confront what is inside of him.
己の内にあるものと
Fortunately, Wolf seems to ask these same questions, the ones I want to ask.
あるいは古い過去の記憶、そういった類のものじゃ。
Alright, well, if I ever need some mental health treatment, I'll make sure to return there. Ooh, there's some stuff out there behind the temple. Also some stuff here in front of the temple. Various glowing things. There's yellow glows items, which you can pick up. This is typically done with items. This blue one I don't know about. Well, I do now. X on Sculptor's Idol. Commune. Ah man, I think I know what this is. It's a bonfire! Yeah, okay. Sculptor's Idols serve as a checkpoint, can be found throughout Ashina. Resting will replenish vitality, restore one use of resurrection. I don't know what that is. And revive defeated enemies. So yes, definitely a bonfire. Cool. Well, I can see that Wolf has 1 attack power, which I guess is better than none, 10 vitality, and no anything else's. Okay. This passage must lead to the right-hand clearing, where I was recommended to go by the sculptor in order to meet another traveller. The healing gourd has been refilled. This seems like a good time to stop playing the game. I suspect the real Sekiro starts here. It's still snowing. Breath makes a mist in the air. But there's more sunlight than there was up at the reservoir. So I'm hopeful the game may be brighter in some parts than it has been so far. Thanks for watching.